are live. Everybody, can we just get like a big group hug right now? Let's get nice and warm and together. Like the Suns actually won a game, 120 to 106. I got Jason here at Jason, and he's from gosh, your podcast name is Oh, he's on Fire Podcast. My bad. And Aussie Suns fan podcast out there. I know they're just doing the same thing. I always mess that up all the time. My bad. I actually have it written right in front of me. But how are you doing today, dude? Thanks for joining the podcast.
Yeah, not a problem. I'm doing good. A much needed win. And, Twitter's been a cesspool of negativity the last few days, and rightfully so. I mean, a lot of things have transpired in the news and stuff. A lot of luck not going our way, but very much needed win. A lot of positive takeaways to take from this game. And now we have a 2-day break until we play Chicago. So I'm feeling good after this win. Very much needed.
Yeah, definitely. And if you guys didn't catch that intro, it is at Jay Joyce from He's on Fire Podcast. My bad.
I was about
trying
to
get
do
this
something,
thing going. We're all just kind of running behind. It's a Sunday. I appreciate you kind of ditching football today. Are you a football fan? So I appreciate you coming on. Is this kind of getting away your plans of watching football?
Yeah, like I'm a Cardinals and Browns fan, and they played against each other a little earlier, and no Kyler yet, so no need to root for the Cardinals yet. So and the Browns, they took care of business early, so switch right to this. So.
Well, that's good. Well, I appreciate you being on, man. Are you drinking this early or not? Do you have anything to drink?
I have agua fresca.
There you go. Keep it safe, right?
Today. Yeah,
I was gonna say I got some coffee actually, so
nice.
I gotta go to Sam's Club after this. But today it's us two. John will be joining us. He's at Marley's today, I think, watching the Cardinals game, hanging out with some friends. So he'll pop in, give his 2 cents. I'm sure he was watching the game. Bobo was in. I'm sure he's excited, wants to talk about that. But let's go ahead and get this thing started. The end of a 3-game losing streak. The Suns actually pulled off today, 120 to 106. Kind of an easy victory. Got a little kind of shaky there in the second quarter, maybe. But the Suns end up just kind of pulling away, playing a lesser team in the Pistons. It was nice.
In the backfield. He's only played 7 offensive snaps all year. Here he is, getting a chance at a huge hole, and Penny with a nice gain on first down. Out to the 46. We talked about the quarterbacks, and they both have played really, really well, and really coming off their best game of the year. And that's continued here in this trend today. Prescott, 10 of 16, 153 yards, 2 scores. Jalen Hurts, see his numbers, also has a rushing touchdown. Another key stat, Greg, each team has gone for it twice on 4th down. They've gotten it twice, and they've led to scores. So that's been a big part of this game, too. Here's Penny getting an opportunity, and Parsons going to wrap him up after a short game. We go down to Tom about the Cowboys.
Well, KB, talking to Mike McCarthy coming out, expect the Cowboys to continue to be aggressive on 4th down. That's the note that he struck. Pleased with the passing game, but said we need to get Tony Pollard more involved. Defensively, he said we need to continue to win up front and get pressure on Jalen Hurts. It's one of the strengths of our team. We know we need to finish with big plays defensively and in the special teams. He gave a big smile. You could tell he's enjoying this challenge in this environment, guys, as he said he would.
Yeah, and Pollard, talking about him, he's got 23 yards so far, but they're obviously doing fine without him to this point. 3rd and 2 for the Eagles. Hurts stiff to, no, it's a keeper. Hurts down and slides down and gets hit by Parsons. So is that kind of like Nick Sirianni saying, look, he's fine, here it is, let's move on?
Absolutely, and I'd be curious to see how much more he lines up under center. I think anytime your quarterback might be a little banged up, he's a little easier operating out of the shotgun here. Little zone read keeper. He wanted to be a passer there. That was supposed to activate into an RPO type keep, but he saw the green grass out in front of him, and he's able to pick up the first down with his legs.
Swift, this time just through a big hole. DeAndre Swift down to the 40. Picks up 8 yards on first down. Now maybe the Eagles try to get this run game going a little here.
We talked earlier about Tyler Steen, the right guard. You see him here at 56. Making his debut in the NFL as a starter. Really nice job there. Moving Odigizua out of there, and he's the one who cleared the path and distorted the defense to allow Swift to be pretty much untouched through the hole.
Pressure from Armstrong. Man, wide open it is Swift, who makes the catch, has a first down inside the 30.
There's just a coverage bust by Dallas. You're gonna see Swift, he initially just runs a flat route, and he is uncovered. He just kind of went scramble drill and ended up taking it up. You see him, he's wide open. Hurts doesn't see him initially, and then he kind of goes into scramble mode and is able to find him late.
Mike Oxlong. Damn, bro, they called that fast as hell. Oh my goodness, what a throw. Oh my gosh.
Well, I think any questions coming out of the half about the health of Jalen Hurts, I think were answered on that drive. Used him a little bit to pick up a first down as a runner. And that is just an absolutely perfectly placed go ball.
That throw is insane, bro. Holy. Like, this is the only place where he catches that at. It's the only place.
You can't execute a go ball any better than that.
Extra point is up and good, and now the Eagles back in front. Oh, Jalen Hurts has knee injury. Nah. Right down the field they go, and a beauty to Devontae Smith, 29 yards out. Eagles back in front.
When no matter who it was, I mean, it doesn't matter who we can get these victories against with Beal and Booker out again. It's just nice to be in the win column. They're now 3-4 on the season, better than 2-5. Are you feeling a little bit better after this win?
Yeah, of course. Every win is a win, you know, regardless of what comes with it. And yeah, like I said just a little bit ago with the injury stuff, we'll dive into a little bit later. But yeah, we just needed a much-needed win to start, you know, the season. The schedule really hasn't been necessarily the best considering what we've been going through. You know, we had to play Joel Embiid in an early game yesterday. Even though he wasn't that impactful yesterday, he still had 26 points, and, you know, he still got to the line like crazy. And then, you know, we had to play Wemby twice, and then you know, AD before that. So to deal with, you know, that level of talent right off the gate, considering the injuries that we're having and the lack of continuity, it's been tough. So to go into this game, I was really worried about Jalen Durant, but he was kind of unimpactful today. We were able to construct around that, and our bench players showed up. So that was a big plus.
No, it's a big plus. I think them getting a lot of minutes, we'll talk about them later for sure, basically one by one. Them getting a ton of minutes is just the experience they kind of need down the road. It helps them out. You know, we saw this last year too. And before I get into the first question for you, Biscuits in the Bear donated $14 in the chat. Thank you. Dude. Yeah, he does donate every marginal victory for the Suns. He'll donate some money to us. So luckily for him, it's only been 3 wins, and it's $14 today. And he says, about dang time. And that's true. I think we've all kind of been waiting for a win here. And it came on a good day, on a Sunday. Usually it's a day where we're all kind of scared of the week coming up. So it's nice to kind of ease into the week with the Suns win. But first, of course, I got to ask you a question.
Oi, Matty. Mate, I've got to ask.
Listen, I've got to ask you, you're watching the game. There was Jalen Rose on the sideline. I had to ask you really quick. So he's standing up the whole time. He's not on TV anymore, is he?
God.
They mentioned he wasn't. Do you know, is there something he did to get kicked off of TV? Or what was the issue with that?
That would
Do
just
you even know?
ESPN
'Cause
just
I didn't
let
look it
people
up. Obviously, I
go.
saved the question for you instead of Googling it.
ESPN cleaned
So I
house, boy.
remember a little while ago, like he gave a hug to Malika Andrews or whatever, and I guess it was sort of awkward. If you watch the video, not
Oh
really, and then like
shit, bro.
shortly
Shut.
after that, that hug on TV, he got
Yeah.
kicked off. I don't know if
I was about to say,
it
bro.
was during that time where everybody was sort of getting kicked off, because Jeff Van Gundy isn't part of the regular team anymore when they were making all those cuts. So I think Jalen Rose might have been part of that. So I don't know, but he was standing on the side like an uncle at an AAU game, that just
Yeah, he definitely was. I don't know what was really going on.
Early, they're looking to put that game behind them. They know they're going to need these battle-tested road games as they prepare for a playoff run.
Back to throw on first down. Lofting down the sideline for Lamb, who had his hands up looking for a flag. But Darius Slay, a good coverage there. Well, let's see, maybe a little bit more than good coverage, huh? Let's see.
Why they on my ass like this, bro?
Slay is grabbing that left arm, a lot of hand fighting. I think at this level, you're kind of going to let that go at the moment, but something to keep an eye on as the game plays out and some critical downs. Do the officials let him play? Do they make those calls?
Oh my
Here is a
god.
big hole for Tony Pollard. And a first down. Pollard's going to pick up 15. Well, you heard Tom say, Coach McCarthy said he wanted to get him going. That's a good start.
Yeah, and these are the explosive runs we're accustomed to seeing him make the previous few years. You know, it's been now as a workhorse, as he kind of lost a little of that juice, but he showed it here, getting through well blocked against the light box that the Philadelphia Eagle defense loves to play. They think their front can hold up against the run. Nice job there by that Dallas offensive line and Tony Pollard.
Three tight ends. Pollard to run it again. Tries to get outside. Breaks the tackle. Nice effort by Pollard. Ends up getting 5 yards, getting around Bradbury there.
Yeah, you go back to that graphic of Dallas playing from behind, and it's reflected. It's always reflected the hardest on the quarterback. There's no real offense in the league that's designed to just play from behind and trail and be in must-pass situations the entire game. They want to be in tight ball games, play with a lead. That allows them to activate all elements of this play-action game, the run game, the short passing game. It all goes hand in hand.
Let's it Rick far side of the field, caught for a first down. As Prescott finds Jalen Tolbert, but he had a lot of time.
Yeah, we mentioned how good Philadelphia is with generating pressure with a front four. This time, great job by this offensive line, giving Dak time to go all the way across his progression to Tolbert. Able to pick up that first down. Nice job.
His first catch today. Played a little bit more last week and some this week as well. Second-year player from South Alabama.
Yo, I did not do that, bro.
First down run. Dowler, big hole again, and a first down. Rico Dowler now penalty. And we'll see if this holds up, because Dowler's got a big-time run down to the 27, but I'd be moving on back.
Holding. Offense, number 86.
I missed that, bro. That's crazy how I'm missing these, bro.
Wipes out an 18-yard run.
Yeah, you see him, he takes that right hand, and anytime the defender is outside the framework of the offensive player and you see his body kind of distort out in space,
They are fucking whooping my ass right now. Holy shit.
People think anytime you grab cloth that it's a hold. It's not, but they have to be in front of you. You have to keep them inside the framework of your body, and that time Byard was clearly not, and pretty easy call.
First and long, Reddick coming on pressure. Ferguson, almost made a spectacular catch. That would have been sensational. Could not hang on.
I think it was Zach Cunningham who came in. He kind of put the second hit. Reed Blankenship put the first contact on him, and Zach Cunningham from his linebacker spot got enough depth to punch that ball loose.
Jet sweep. Turpin is in trouble, regains his balance, and then tries to get out near midfield, right around the original line of scrimmage there.
You can see immediately after Turpin got the ball, Josh Sweat was in the backfield, and when he went to kind of bubble and gain some depth to avoid him, once he lost his balance, the whole timing of the play was kind of thrown off.
Cowboys 4 of 8 on third down today. This, though, a 3rd and 15. Four-man rush. First read not there. Here's Ferguson, comes back to get it, and now is swarmed by Eagles. Is down to the 43. About halfway to a first down.
Oh my God, good shit.
Looks like Dallas reluctantly is going to send out the punt team.
Yeah, what looked like a promising drive for this Dallas offense obviously got put behind the sticks with that holding call, and that's what happens when you make teams just snap it over and over again. Don't give up the big play. Keep things in front of you. The more an offense has to continue to run additional downs, the more likely it is that you generate a negative play, a penalty, a sack, tackle for loss. Make them keep snapping it.
Damn, man.
Anger's kick.
They said like, hey, he wasn't on TV anymore, and this is for him to like kind of get more showtime, on air time. And I was like, oh, wait, what happened? I kind of missed Jalen Rose. I don't know if you used to watch back in the day with Bill Simmons. He used to have a podcast, and he used to sit around do previews and stuff with him. That was my favorite Jalen Rose when he was with Bill Simmons. They haven't been together for a while, but I haven't seen him lately, so I just had to ask you that. But a real question I want to ask you is Drew Eubanks. We will get into him shortly, and well, we're gonna get to him right now, but I'm gonna use the drop in a little bit because sometimes the Jamsters are like, "Oh, you didn't play the drop yet." I just gotta ask you a question first because this is the real question. Do you see him actually playing as the Suns starter once all the starters are actually back? So when Beal and Booker come back, is there a future where Eubanks, because after tonight, and I've always been a big Eubanks fan, do you see him ever making like a stint as the Suns starter? Not due to a Nurkic injury, but just like, hey, this guy is maybe a little bit of an upgrade. Am I going too far with that?
No, and it's a very rational idea and stuff, and it's slowly starting to feel that way. But it's just tricky when you're dealing with upper management and considering when you go down the pecking order of like what guys are getting paid. Nurkic is getting paid like $15 million a year, and Banks is on a minimum. You kind of want to pay the $15 million guy over anybody else when you're sort of dealing with that. But when it comes to play, Eubanks has been pretty there between the years. Quick and reactionary, and he's been more of a plus than a minus through these first 6 games. And Nurkic just slowly played off the court, but going into the season, I already kind of had thoughts of Nurkic not closing anyway for this team. So if we can take Nurkic minutes away and still be productive while we get more positive time with Eubanks, I'm all in favor of that. As long as Banks gets more minutes than Nurkic, which is what's playing like that, I'm totally cool with it.
Okay, yeah, and I'm kind of on the same page. Let me just hit that top.
Big Crank Eubanks. Crank that song, now what? Crank that song, now what? Crank that song, now what? Crank that song, now what?
He's kind of unbelievable sometimes on the court just because of his athleticism. The fact that he can kind of hit a pick and roll and just dunk over anybody at times. Sometimes he misses and may fumble a little bit, but I kind of trust him more than Nurkic right now. But it's all about chemistry. I think the whole team itself just needs the time, even when the starters get back, to find themselves. There's a lot of guys on the bench playing a lot of minutes. Is wrong? I love the fact that you pointed out, like, Eubanks will get more minutes, and I'm all for that too. I think you kind of just got to start Nurkic. But I kind of wanted just Eubanks to play more with the starters and just see what that looks like. I kind of hope they kind of get into that. John Doda says Eubanks showing that he's worth the second-round pick we gave up for him. I definitely think so. I mean, he's had a few off games.
This is crazy. This is actually insane.
Mostly, I think he knows what to do. I think he has a high IQ on the floor, and it's kind of up to the point guard. Whoever's running the pick and roll, just hit him. Just throw it to him. Like,
Oh my
Today,
God,
today
bro.
you actually saw that Eric Gordon hit him on a nice
That's us.
pass inside. He just grabbed it, dunked it right away, like instantly. He didn't bring it down, nothing like that, just straight up with it. And that's what you want from a center. But
Exactly.
yeah,
Instead of
today, so
fucking,
to kind of
you
go
know
through
what
the
I'm
game
saying,
flow,
trying to
it
Euro
started out
step,
like a little kind of
trying to
sketch.
John Morant,
The Suns, of
other
course, in
side
the
of the
paint
fucking, like,
defensively
just take
have
the
been having
ball up, bro.
issues. But today, like it started out, there was 6-5 with the Pistons. They were
They're
up early,
7 feet,
but they were
300
going straight to the paint.
pounds.
Cade Cunningham was going in there. It was not looking good.
Take the shit
But
up
then all of a
strong.
sudden, like you
What the
saw that
fuck?
after they go inside, KBD, he started today. I want to get your thoughts on him and just how he kind of was impactful. If you saw this too, I did. I thought he was a little impactful on the defensive end in the paint, kind of getting some stops, kind of manning up Cunningham, and kind of being the little bit more longer defender that the Suns need in there at times. Is it his second or third game starting? I did miss the last game, but
second.
he started second game
Yeah.
starting. So your thoughts on him and how he's actually been playing himself maybe to a starting role? I kind of think he's getting there a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, if you were to look at the box score, you'd be like, how is this guy contributing at all? But the ball just flows better, and you really can't leave Keita open like around the perimeter with a Kogi. That was a big issue because he's not like a plus offensive player, and we've been kind of forcing it to him to see if he can a balance between the two things and try to make something out of nothing. But with Keita on the floor instead of Okogie in the starting lineup, the ball just flows better, and Keita processes the game just more quickly than a guy like Okogie does, and he knows when he's going to pass or shoot. And we saw that in that first Spurs game when he hit that corner three. He knew to tie the game. He knew right away he was taking it. He knows when the backdoor cut and all this stuff, and he's just a big body to have out there with KD. And Yusuf Nurkic with the backside help and all. So he just brings a lot of defensive pressure and a slight offensive edge, compared to having Okogie out there.
Yeah, it's just the length we kind of need. I don't know if there's anybody that can really fill that role defensively inside to help us out, but I think he's closer to that in a way. And I swear, Jamsters, I'm not really trying to do this backwards, but I will hit his drop. I kind of just get into a conversation and want to go with it. So let me just hit that one because the Eubanks one I love. And this is probably my second favorite.
You're down with KBD.
Yeah, you know me.
You're down with KBD.
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with KBD?
Every last lady.
Yeah, and then Michael Kolb says crushing the boards too. So tonight for KBD, he does finish the game with the stats of 20 minutes to play, 0 points, but 6 boards. And I know someone actually did put in the chat too that his shot is a little shaky at times. And tonight you kind of saw that. He's kind of picking up more confidence, I think. When he first started playing for us, even in the preseason, you're just like, wow, this guy's not really bringing a whole lot. He looks very insecure out there. Now he's kind of picking up more confidence, kind of filling his role defensively, I think, helping with the boards. And I'm okay if that's all it is because I think 2 games ago, I saw him getting to the rim and trying to force shots at the rim, trying to use his body to push the guy off. That was nice to see, but he doesn't really – I don't see anything else from him offensively, and that's fine. I think offensively you can count on other guys, and the other guy is this guy.
From Indiana University, number 23, Eric Gordon.
31 minutes, 21 points. He had 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Eric Gordon tonight was an absolute stud. I thought that he was definitely needed in the KD minutes, or KD was on the bench. We needed him to step up, and I think there was always a big issue the last few games where KD's on the bench, and the bench and whoever's out there can't really hold their own while he's on the bench. So I said bench a lot there. But what do you think about Eric Gordon, what he's kind of bringing to this team? He looked tired as hell, I felt like, when he was out there to start the game, kind of like, they played a game last night, but like he was all up all night at the strip club or something. He looked just exhausted just walking out on the floor. But I was like kind of worried, but then he kind of just filled out the stat sheet, dude. Your thoughts on him tonight?
Eric Gordon was great, and what he did today is exactly what we've been asking for since the injuries, first brewed up. And again, it's the pecking order, next man up sort of mentality. And it just seemed like Gordon didn't know, like in the non-KD minutes, he was like the number one option outside of KD. today he took an initiative and I really ran with it. It really gave Kevin Durant a good amount of time with sitting on the bench and us actually running up the score while he's sitting down as well. And like his passing was there, him driving to the rim, his bully ball activity was amazing today because for whatever reason Monty wanted to go smaller. It just wasn't really doing anything when it came to Eric Gordon driving. But he was just banging on all cylinders today, and that's exactly what we've been preaching for. And hopefully this is more to come from Eric Gordon.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these bench guys, we're getting a lot from them. Does it kind of remind you of last year where, like, we got a lot of Jock early in the season, a lot of Bismack, and they kind of, like, held their own, but they were playing so much minutes, and then towards the end of the year, they kind of fell off in a way. To me, they did, to where they kind of got tired, I feel like, because they were playing so many minutes due to injury. Right. Do you see this with Eric Gordon? Because I think he might just be built for this. He's a guy that's not going to start when the other two come back with Beal and Booker, but he's a guy that's going to play crunch time minutes. He's going to play some crunch time minutes, and I think he's kind of used to this. He's kind of used to, having a lot on his shoulders to carry an offense. And in the fourth quarter, when he's like just hitting up guys for wide open shots, it's just nice to have that because sometimes you might think he might be kind of ball hoggish in a way to get to the rim, put up the threes, shooting those 27, 28 feet three-point shots that are just insane. That's his spot. And we
Gilmore in a nice position too, well defended downfield by this Dallas secondary.
I mean, they have every member of the secondary.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good plan with number 11. I think the more bodies around him, the better.
So he will get a breather. 2nd and 10. Hurts rolling out on
Oh my God, good pass.
And a first down for Dallas Goedert inside the 20.
Break my boy arm, boy.
Out to the 12-yard line.
All right, K, it's time to cook, boy.
Now he's a little slow getting up. Boy, was that a beautifully designed play.
Time to cook.
Now hopefully he's okay. So here's the play to Goddard. It picked up 29, and now check him out and see if he's okay after going down hard at the end.
Damn, bro.
You are not related.
It's like, oh, dang, this kind of sucks, like, pass the ball up. But he never has gotten to that point for me. It's like every game he comes in, he's running his plays. He's doing what he can to help teammates. Either his shots are falling or not. So I think he's been kind of just the most consistent guy. And it's just, it has to stay consistent through the whole game. And it kind of reminded me Book-ish a little bit, where today in the fourth, where he was just fighting guys and not trying to force too many shots. He got the technical. Any thoughts on the technical? Were you worried on that time where, like, he got the tech? Did you think that might turn the game a little bit? It was like a 17-point game, but he got the tech because he didn't get a foul called. And do you think it was worth the tech? I didn't think he just slammed his hand on the floor. I guess, was he looking at the ref? I didn't really see a replay, so I don't know if you can clarify that for me.
All game Eric Gordon was driving in, being aggressive, and there was a few times Detroit did get away with
fucking Rudy Gobert, bro.
You hear Eric Gordon yelling and stuff, and
Rudy
that was
Gobert.
just another incident of him driving in, and he kind of got clobbered a bit. It was a lot body, and then whoever he drove in on hit the ball, but yeah, he flew into the padding underneath the hoop, and he slammed his hand down, and it was a frustration thing. The refs were throwing out tags, but it kind of went both ways throughout this game, so they didn't really matter to me.
Yeah, there was a tech, though, at the beginning of the game I thought I loved. For this guy right here, I think Frank Vogel was really protecting Kevin Durant.
And one.
Who the heck are you?
And one.
Kevin Durant. You know who I am. Y'all know who I am.
That was green. I don't give a fuck what you say.
I'm one of the best players to ever play the game.
Ooh, 41 points. He stayed in there to make sure he got 41. 2 minutes left in the game. They're up by 18 or something. He's still in. He has to get 41. I mean, he's definitely earned it. He's filled out the stat sheet every game. His field goal percentage isn't always the best, but it's 14 for 27. I know he's below 50% last game, but I'm fine with it. He went through a cold stretch in the second quarter where the Pistons kind of got back in the game because KD was missing a lot of shots, difficult shots, but he hit one towards the end of the half, and that kind of caught him on fire for the rest of the game. EJ did point that out, but that shot he hit towards the end of the half really helped him for the rest of the game. it was a combination, right, of Kevin Durant just filling up the stat sheet, getting his own, and then the rest, I call them like his minions, meaning like Eric Gordon, Grayson Allen, like all the other guys around him kind of doing what they need to do to keep that lead afloat. Of course, like, I'm going to ask you your thoughts on KD, but it's just awesome, right? I mean, there's nothing else to say.
He's Kevin Durant.
Nice right
you know who he is. Y'all know who he is.
Scramble drill. Just going to walk inside the 10. Nobody there, but Hurts just going to kind of glide inside the 10. And we get a penalty flag. It looks like the signal's on Dallas in the secondary.
Oh my God, KD.
Holding. Defense, number 6. Penalty half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Yeah, these secondary penalties are just killing Dallas on this drive. You see Donovan Wilson, he grabs the tail of Julio Jones' shirt.
I could have blocked that.
The secondary's having a hard time right now playing this bump and run coverage, a lot of man coverage. That time they tried to go to a little more of a zone shell.
That was so lucky.
No matter what Dan Quinn calls right now, they're just having trouble keeping up with these Eagles receivers.
Swift. Maybe second down. Yeah, without
He's gonna come set the screen. He's gonna come set the screen.
Jack Stoll, who's the backup tight end, and 85 Albert Okuebanam is checked in for the first time.
Oh my God.
For the Eagles this year. There's Okuebanam.
Have to imagine Nick Sirianni and Brian Johnson are talking, inside the 5 here on second down. In his mind, barring a sack, barring some sort of penalty or lost yardage, he's thinking we got 3 downs here to get 4 yards. See A.J. Brown, he's kind of tucked in behind the right side of the offensive line.
Hurts keeps it. A.J. Brown makes a move and he's in for the touchdown. And the alley-oop at the end.
Yeah, it's man coverage. Stephon Gilmore has him in man. He's got to run all the way across the formation. It's just not going to happen. And that drive was all about how do they want to match up. Well, it's clear Dan Quinn wants to major in some man coverage. Had some penalties. Had trouble keeping up with Dallas Goedert on the very similar route that got him down there. And A.J. Brown was able to be the one to put it in.
Well, it's been a big statement in this third quarter by Philadelphia. They've come out with a couple of touchdown drives. Defense got to stop. A.J. Brown in the end zone again.
Damn, that shit is way quicker, bro. I swear it is, bro.
Have their biggest lead.
Knock, knock. Number 1 broker here for the number 1 hit maker.
Thanks for swinging by, Carl.
No problem. So what are all those for?
This lets me adjust the bass, add more guitar, maybe some drums.
Wow, so many choices.
Yeah, like Schwab. I can get full-service wealth management, advice, invest on my own, and trade on Thinkorswim.
No, Carl is the only front man you need.
Oh, I gotta take this, Carl. Schwab.
Have a choice in how you invest with Schwab.
Being an NFL fan is the greatest. Unless your home team doesn't match your hometown. Because it's hard for dolphins to survive in the desert. And eagles don't tend to nest with giants. But with NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV, you can watch your favorite teams out of market Sunday games. So no matter where you live, it'll feel a little more like home. At least on Sundays. NFL Sunday Ticket.
He's helping out so much, and even more than I thought, with Beal and Booker being out and just hanging in there till those guys get back.
I like with KD, it's all about him being comfortable. Like we didn't really see that. We acquired him last year. I mean, it was progressing to that until he hurt himself in warmups, and then we just spruced in playoff basketball, and it never really cohesively fit at throwing him in there, and then Monty's system didn't really have him excel to his highest capability. And to start the season with two of our other stars being out, limited his ability to really carry in a sense. And like for Kevin Durant to be doing what he's doing, still getting his shots, getting double and triple team, getting hacked, and still putting up these numbers, being 12 of 12 from the free throw line. He was really aggressive today because he was just abusing matchups. And 14 to 27, I mean, that's pretty decent, but him being aggressive and getting to the line as much as he did. And honestly, he should have been at the line a lot more today and yesterday as well. That's just showing a willingness that Kevin Durant wants to win, and he's willing.
They're not going to give KD those calls, bro.
When we get to the time when both Book and Beal are on the floor, it's just going to become easier for him. And
they're not going to give him all them jump shot calls, bro.
Best defender on the team.
Because they'll know he'll average 40.
Right, he was great.
It's cool, though.
And the free throw thing, like, I feel like he gets fouled so much. And, of course, we're both homers, but he gets fouled all the time. I don't know if the rest think it's because he's older and he's more frail or something, where he is going to get pushed around a lot more. He can't really hold his own like he used to. But defensively, like, the guys that are on him, like, off ball, they're just all over him. They have hands on him. They're pulling him. They're tugging on him. The whole time they're pushing him. They're giving him the business. And KD's falling over the place. I don't think it has to do with KD being so tall and skinny anymore. I think it's these guys are just so aggressive. And KD's so frustrated,
and
right?
The thing is, they know they got to play physical to affect KD.
So. Does he get more foul calls going forward? Or with Beal and Booker coming back, if they ever do, I'm just joking, they will. When they do come back, do you think that he won't have as much pressure on him defensively, and he'll be more, just free-flowing and kind of just having good off-ball offense where he can get open quicker, and get quicker, like, looking shots when Beal and Booker are back? Or, like I said in the first place, do you think it's just going to be something where the refs will give him more calls later on?
Selling their shots.
I like the fact that Vogel in the first quarter stood up for him. It was an early tech, but it was much needed because your star out there, the guy that is your star and that needs to get the calls, has to be recognized. So I love that by Frankie, but do you think like he'll get more calls going forward? Because he needs to, right?
Yeah, for sure. And with Book and Beal,
I've been having that since fucking Brooklyn, bro. They're not gonna give him shit, bro. They're gonna let him play aggressive, bro.
You're not gonna be.
They always let the defense play aggressive
team,
on
so it's gonna
KD,
be a lot of man-to-man coverage, and it's easier to pick up fouls that way because you can manipulate your defender from jumping and doing all this other stuff. And with Kevin Durant getting like the second or third best defender on the team and not getting necessarily the best, he can abuse that as much as he wants to. And in single coverage, it's either going to be an and one or
one-man rush. Prescott far side of the field in traffic. Michael Gallup makes the catch, and he's got a first down. Tough run for Gallup. He had a big drop in the first half. He's been really quiet this year.
Right.
That'll move the chains and maybe the final play of this third quarter. And so a good start of this drive for Dallas, but the third quarter belonged to the Eagles. 2 touchdown drives, Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdown passes, and they're up 28-17.
Shit, Drew.
Right to the free throw line majority of the time, and that's what made that Nets team really good, because you know what Harden does when he drives in. I mean, he can grab your arm and get him go straight to the free throw line, and then with Kyrie, he has you jumping and he'll jump right into you, and with Kevin Durant getting the
how the fuck did he get that ball,
bro? He can do whatever he wants to, and it's going to work relatively the same way when the 2 other guys come back.
Eric.
Yeah, it's a matter of time, and I know.
Just grab it. You know what I'm saying? Just grab it.
But right now,
you know what I'm saying? Just stick your hands out, grab it. I don't know what you're grabbing at.
Come out and say in the press conference,
are you drunk?
You just got to go out there and play hard, and you got to fight for these games,
buddy.
because these guys aren't playing right now, and you got to win when they're out. You got to learn how to win when these guys are out. So any team that goes through injuries have to figure out a way to get wins, whoever it's against. Today, at times, it looked like, hey, good thing we're playing the Pistons, because the Pistons, offensively, I don't know if I just want to go over them really quick.
No way you just missed that.
A few of their players. Just your thoughts on Cade Cunningham, Durant. I always call him Durant, but Durant, Jalen Durant, the center for the Pistons. He has some positive vibes out there. I think he definitely is a guy that plays hard and wants his own out there
at all,
and is very physical. But your thoughts on Cade tonight? I don't know how he's really played the rest of the season, but for me, what I'm seeing is a guy that he has a lot more growing to do, obviously, with his IQ. But do you see that? I just don't know. The shots he's taking to me just don't look like the best. You don't have to agree with me, but I didn't really like what I saw tonight. It doesn't mean the rest of the season, early in the year, he hasn't been playing fantastic because I haven't watched yet. But tonight, what are your thoughts on him and even Jalen Durant? Jalen Durant and how he's been this season or tonight.
Yeah, I like the Pistons young core. I'm not a big Killian Hayes guy, and Monty keeps on
Yes.
shoving
Oh, I
him
got a
into
comment in
lineups.
subreddit Stakeout about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's not the favorite.
Is Jaden Ivey injured?
Yeah, I was gonna answer
Yeah,
that.
he was out. I think he's sick with like the flu or something. I think he's just
Oh.
sick. That's what I heard. At subreddit, they're like, he's out sick, and then they made a comment about Killian Hayes getting minutes, and you'll find out. It's pretty funny.
But yeah, no, I really like this young core. I like the Thompson twins.
Slow-mo?
Asor Thompson, he's more of a 3-and-D sort of guy, point of attack player, counterpart to his brother. Asar is really good. And then a big stew or a beef stew, or what the commentators keep on calling it and stuff.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they call it beef stew.
That'd be so fun. I would like for like a drop in the podcast for John to make one of beef stew. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah.
Man,
Stewart
shoot it,
is
bro.
really cool. I mean, he's a big body, big dude, and he's just tough.
Here's Pollard looking for a seam on the right side, and not much there. Slay came up from the secondary to help. So was Byard as well on that tackle. And a 3rd down and short.
Yeah, I think this is a no-brainer here. Dak Prescott's going to go fast tempo, try to keep this personnel group of Philadelphia on the field and get 2 downs to pick this up.
On the fake. Pressure coming. Prescott throws. Oh, terrific catch by Gallup.
Wow, you said it. I mean, this is a big-time throw. You mentioned he had the drop earlier, but he's now made 2 catches on this drive. None bigger than that one. That ball was contested by James Bradbury, and I don't know how Bradbury didn't get his hand on it. The ball went right past his arm, and great concentration there by Gallup. Fresh set of downs.
Rico Dowdle comes in the game at running back. Prescott looks over the middle, and the ball is dropped in the hands of Ferguson, who got hit by Slay right away. That's interesting. Looking at this game, we were talking about the ancillary pieces helping Prescott, helping CeeDee Lamb. Jake Ferguson's had a good game. Brandon Cooks doesn't have a single target today.
Yeah, in the last few weeks, we've seen Brandon Cooks make a lot of impact plays. Had the big touchdown late against the Chargers a few weeks back to go ahead. Last week saw him score again, make a couple other big catches. So we got to find some other weapons. We've talked about it. Can't just be CeeDee Lamb, who right now is lined up in the backfield.
Runs a route from there. Prescott hits him off that route, and a catch and a spin and a move, and he's down just a little short of a 1st down.
Yeah, they put CeeDee Lamb in the backfield. That's typically a running back route, a Texas route or a choice route. He's got a 3-way go. This time he sees Zach Cunningham pursue the outbreak and sees that space, and he's able to set up this 3rd and 1. Last time on 3rd and short, they passed it. Michael Gallup came up. Now they got a bunch of big tight ends here on the end of the line. See if they turn around and hand this ball off to Pollard.
It's Lamb one-on-one against Darius Slay at the top 2. But they
Well, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to
Pollard.
maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Yeah, I don't think they have a choice. They're about a half yard short. You can see the yellow line. This is a critical play right now. You wonder, do they go to their version of a quarterback sneak, or see they're going big jumbo. They're bringing up.
And I think that second ever got it now.
I'm just not exactly sure. Did they throw it on the 1st or the 2nd guy in? Scrum, just not sure who they're going to throw the flag on.
At the end there, Kevin Byard and Jake Ferguson. Hear the love from Dallas emanating from the fans down on the field. Nick Sirianni, mad, but just interesting the play call. They kind of go, they give Philly a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, and they did it out of a big jumbo. I mean, they didn't have one wide receiver.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 31. The penalty is half the distance to the goal, first down.
Yeah, they always get the second guy in. Let's go back here. See the jumbo to the right? It's an unbalanced set.
Bro.
To be like Dak is close. They gave him a lot of forward progress as he kept battling. They gave him all of that yardage, and then you see Byard. He came in at the end. Ferguson kind of peeled him off the pile, and the age-old rule, they always get the second guy.
And so it's first and goal from the 7-yard line. Cowboys down 11 here early in the fourth. Got to have it here for them. And we get a challenge flag. I thought the penalty takes away the ability there, but we'll check with Dean Blandino. Nick Sirianni has thrown the challenge flag.
Oh my goodness.
After this.
When we said we'd make the skies bluer, some said...
Like he's a busybody in the paint. And yeah, Durant, he's on the verge of a breakout season. He has his moments when he looks like a top 5 center in the league. He moves extremely well, and he's very sound, and his positioning is always really good, and he's a double-double machine. And I wouldn't be surprised in a year or two he's, averaging at 16 and 12, that's probably basement level of his potential there. And I'm a big Durant fan. And then with Cade, he went out early last season. He didn't play all of last season, and he's just sort of bouncing back. I do really like Cade, and I think he's just figuring it out. That's just what it feels like to me. He still had a pretty solid game. I mean, he shot 50% from the field, 12 of 24, 26 points. He definitely could have gotten more. He did have that nice start to start the game, but he cooled tremendously in the second quarter, and we really didn't hear much about Cade. And then Saucer, kind of took over the game from there. Yeah, he was lighting us up, but. No, I like what the Pistons got going on right now. It's just figuring it out, really, and, not playing Killian Hayes and get Jaden Ivey back in. So,
yeah, I mean, he is averaging 22.7 points and 7.5 assists this season. Looks really good. And, the stats do look good tonight. I just thought at times, I thought Cade was a little bit better than this, but he'll get used to it. I think that whole team is just trying to gel and make sure that, they can get him some good looks, and also he can set up his teammates. I think that's the kind of player he is. He seems very unselfish. He'll get there, definitely. I just thought tonight was kind of off. And it's funny,
KD ain't doing that no more. Well, he just did that today, so I'm lying.
That's just the way I am, though. I always just watch the game, and I'll look at stats after, obviously. Not to, later in the podcast. I just go off of just what I saw. But, yeah, great stats tonight. But this guy, his stats wasn't too good.
Nurkic watch.
Oh, Nurk. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. He had the one pass with Katie in the fourth that was really good, but he always has the one where he throws it out of bounds and there's some miscommunication there. Tonight, though, I don't know your thoughts this season so far with Nurk. He's been kind of down in a slump lately. It's not looking too good. I think that when he gets on the pick and roll, and he's going towards the rim and there's a power forward in front of him, he still passes up. Wide open to the rim, there's some defense coming over. He will pass it up because he can't go over. Anybody has layups, he's missing every layup. Just your thoughts on Nurk, man. I mean, tonight when we get the win, you kind of overlook it. And I've always thought, too, in my head, I'm not going to get too involved with this guy and get so emotionally involved like I was with DeAndre Ayton. But now it's just kind of do I just need to wait 20 games? Do I need to wait longer and just see something, hopefully there's some kind of glimpse or some kind of role or some kind of streak he can go on to where he looks great. But your thoughts on him tonight and just this whole season so far?
Yeah, it's tough, and everybody has that expectation of at minimum what DeAndre Ayton can do on a night-to-night basis. And what kills Nurkic is his literally zero production on or just the zero output that he puts into his lack of athleticism. Like, he has no athleticism. Like, his positioning is really good, but he's getting beat on just about everything.
Ferguson, second down.
This would be a golden opportunity for Dallas to kind of exercise some of these demons in the red zone. They've had struggles all year long. It's been talked about at length. They find themselves down 11 here. They've been better today. 2 for 2 so far. This would be a great opportunity for them to go 3 for 3 and get back on the right track.
Left side, and a big hole, and it closed up inside the 5, and his gang tackled there. Cunningham was there first again. Let's see what they put it officially.
So slow, bro.
About the 3 of the 4, but 3rd and goal coming up. You wonder, we talked earlier about Prescott, about running and scrambling more. This is where he runs and becomes a little dangerous.
What?
Absolutely. The hardest thing to defend in the red zone is scramble drill. The longer the play lasts, the more time the quarterback can buy, the harder it is for these defensive backs to pace and cover. He's got to try to, if they drop back, he's got to find a way to extend this play and buy some time.
Looking to throw. He's got room to run. Gonna try to get him diving. Flipped over and he's short. Slay and Cunningham combine, and it's 4th and goal.
Well, now a big decision. We've seen both teams keep their offenses on the field numerous times today on 4th down. What an effort, though, by your quarterback. Man, you just love to see he's selling out. He understands what's on the line. Great job there by Dak, and this feels like a critical moment in the game.
Pressure, end zone, it is caught for the touchdown. Schoonmaker on 4th and goal. Luke Schoonmaker, the rookie.
On who? Oh.
I'll tell you what, that's really close.
That's really close. It looked like the ball came down right on the
knee down.
No, but his knee is down. KB, I think he might be short.
I think he is short.
I think he's short because
right there.
Yep, he's down by contact. I think this is going to
Ruled on the field of a touchdown. It's under further review.
Obviously, they look at every score. Ruled a touchdown.
Oh, he has an A steal. That's a steal.
He's short.
Oh my goodness.
So they will look at this officially.
That's a steal every day, all the way, every day.
And then when it comes to like his rim rolling, I mean, he's getting beat there too, and like he's gonna cough it up. And we saw Nurkic in the preseason with the Stars, and he looked great, and we were willing to downgrade in the athleticism department to get a more offensively sound center, and that's what Nurkic is. And like I knew going in that Nurkic is probably gonna get dominated by Anthony Davis. And,
can I get a 3-second, bro?
Victor Wembanyama and stuff like that. These high-class centers. And Nurkic held his own against, Joel Embiid yesterday. And if you want Nurkic to come and guard the perimeter, now you're just asking, like, a ton, DeAndre Ayton, he banged on a lot of things, and a lot of those things involve the athleticism. And we're not used to seeing a agile sort of center like Yusuf Nurkic. And, with him literally shattering his leg just a couple of seasons ago. Like, I bet it's in the back of his mind he doesn't want to go fully that hard on, on his legs and stuff. He wants to be productive. The last thing he wants to do is make mistakes. And I think with the Stars coming back, I don't think we're going to be weighing on to Nurkic as much. But, I was totally in favor of the trade because we were getting not only Grayson Allen, which he's a solid piece, but getting off the whole DeAndre Ayton train and not just putting the sole responsibility on the Stars to carry in that, expecting DA to be a hero, even though he came to be a zero down the line.
Yeah.
So.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I can't buy too much into like what I'm seeing right now from anything. I mean, the thing is, we have to do these podcasts. Well, we don't have to, but we love to do these podcasts after, and we just have to react. And we
Oh,
know
he
in the
made
future
that.
we're going to go on like some nice 10-game win streak or something like that.
Like, he
And
just
he's going to
goes
play a big
right
part
to
of
him,
it.
right?
And it is just everyone getting used to each other. And it's just hard, man, with these guys being hurt. But I think he suffers the most because I think when he's out on the court and he's playing like a point guard, playing the point guard for the team at times, and the offense is going through him, something that I always wanted them to try with Aiden, but that would just never work. Never ended up working
Let's
with
go.
him. I think you can really build on leads with him, like as your center and just running the offense through him. I know I talked about Eubanks starting, and it's just because right now I think Dirk needs those other guys in there with him for sure. There'll be games that we're gonna love and hate, but tonight when they win, it's just always nice because I think he can overlook his discrepancies a little bit, but you just know what he is now. I think we're all just kind of comfortable with who he is, and I think the whole team though. And you didn't mention Grayson Allen earlier, so I just want to go over his stuff really quick.
Oh, Grayson Allen, our fuck shit up guy.
You know, you mentioned like just the whole team getting gelled and stuff. I think Grayson Allen's playing a lot of minutes that maybe he's not used to yet, but he just comes out and he's just ready for it. I think today he came out and got 2 turnovers right away, but then he had the 7 points and 2 assists right after. He helped extend the lead, but he was always fighting out there, and he can really take advantage of these teams that are kind of weak defensively against him. Offensively, he can take.
From their own end zone, Hurts slammed incomplete, dangerous. Couple in the area. I don't know if that was Zacchaeus or Brown he was trying to get it to, but now 3rd and 8.
Yeah, we mentioned on the previous possession
I
of
did
the
not mean to
Philadelphia
shoot
Eagles
that.
offense, how important it felt for Dallas to get a stop. That drive started on the 13. Here you have them 3rd and long on the -2. Same thing goes. They've got to find a way to get off the field here, force a punt from the back of the end zone, and take advantage of this field position. That's why you go for it on 4th and 1. The idea is your defense gets a stop, and even if you fail, you get the ball around midfield. They need that to be the way this plays out.
Trying to set up a screen here. Smith trying to get to the outside. He's wrestled down. Well played by Dallas. Durant Bland.
Wait, Dallas didn't. Oh my God, Dallas didn't score.
Oh my God. Dallas D does their
No
job.
way they didn't
And if
score,
nothing
bro.
else, that 3rd down, little quick screen to Devontae Smith, it at least allows the punter and the kicking unit to be at the full snap depth. The last thing you want to do from kicking out of the back of your own end zone is to have a abbreviated snap. Allow that pressure to get home.
See, Devontae Smith is limping after that last play.
My God, Grayson Allen is insanely slow, bro.
Devontae Turpin, the most dangerous return man in the league, back for Dallas. First the punt, gets it away. It is high and short. It takes an Eagles bounce into Dallas territory just across midfield, and so Dallas get it back. Pretty good field position. Work to do. 8:36 to play. Down by 11. Doug.
And Doug says you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. He hits his mark center stage and is crushed by a baby grand piano.
All right, Katie, here we go.
Rim. So that's fine. I think tonight is just one of those games where he can really take advantage of the defense. And your thoughts on him, but also, let me change the graphic. I'm like, wait, where's Grayson Allen? I'm not talking about Nurkic anymore. Grayson Allen, yeah. So with him just having a decent game again, and you said like getting him back in the trade, Nasir Little, who didn't play tonight, but with Grayson Allen and Nurkic, those two kind of make up a lot of what we were kind of missing from DeAndre Ayton. And I just mean with Grayson, we do say he's our fuck shit up guy, and it does make sense because he's on the ground a lot, but he's kind of getting used to the team where he's not making the big mistakes anymore. He did have to 2 turnovers early, but he was turning the ball over a lot earlier this season. Yeah. Do you see him just being more comfortable? I mean, with the minutes kind of piling high for him, does he look comfortable to you more now? And are you excited for him to actually come off the bench with Eric Gordon in the future?
Yeah, of course. And there's a reason why stars are the stars and role players are the role players. Like, the role players are going to have their deficiencies. And when you're as injury plagued as we are right now, And like, again, the pecking order, and you're expecting these guys to have the next man up sort of mentality, and that doesn't always go according to plan. So there is an adjustment period with, EG not being as aggressive as he could be, Grayson Allen, doing, dumb shit, and then, Yuta not shooting threes, kind of like the only reason why we got him. So you get this microcosm of, players trying to do a little too much. And what we saw today was a complete understanding of what Kevin Durant was supposed to do, what EG was supposed to do, and what Grayson Allen was going to do when it came to the offensive side of the ball. Grayson Allen just had to focus on attacking and not turning over the ball because, like you said, Grayson Allen has been sort of kind of been the guy to cause these, junky passes, causing turnovers and all that stuff. And what Grayson Allen was able to deliver today was exactly what we got him for. And what made us pull the trigger on the trade was, be a smart IQ player out there, shoot your threes when they're available to you, and dive and dish if you need to. So what Grayson Allen did today is exactly what we got him for. And playing out of position is tough, but which I don't think those words have been ever put together.
Cowboys get it back with Prescott. After controls underneath.
Ooh.
Railroaded. Fired was there, so was Zach Cunningham. And he's going to lose 3 on the play.
They saw that screen being set up from the beginning. They tried to do a little exit motion with Ferguson to open some space, but Cunningham and Byard, they were all over it. No chance for Zach Martin, the right guard, to get out there. And great job. That's a really good play on defense.
Prescott has time this time, gets it off to Pollard. Surges forward, penalty flag flies from the far side of the field. Pollard gets down to about the 47, but let's see what the penalty. The signal and indication is on Philadelphia.
Yeah, they're going to get a hold in the slot. Couldn't tell who the defender was, but I think it was Brandon Cooks working as the inside receiver.
Illegal contact. Defense, number 39. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, see Eli Ricks there working in the slot. Contact hold, whatever you want to call it. It's clearly what the
Ain't no
officials saw
fucking
there.
way.
And so it's a first down. From midfield, stunt coming. Prescott sees it, recognizes it, it's Lamb. Makes the catch. First down, stays in bounds, and is down near the 35. Lamb got wide open there and picks up another first. Cowboys move.
These last 2 possessions, aside from a couple change-ups where they've gone more match and more man, it's been a lot of 2 high safety shell zone coverage.
I think KD's in too early.
The defensive coordinator, he wants to keep everything in front, make Dallas continue to snap the ball and go the long way. Like we saw the last time, you get a red zone hold on defense. See the 2 big high safeties?
Oh, I had you. I seen you.
Pressure coming from Reddick. Prescott is high on the far side looking for Cooks.
They're forcing Dak Prescott to work the underneath routes. Keep a lid on this defense. Hassan Reddick working on the right side against Terrence Steele. Just speeds Dak Prescott's feet up just enough that that ball sails. If not, he had Cooks wide open on that curl route on the left side.
14 pressures on Dak Prescott today. Couple of sacks for the Eagles, too. 2nd and 10. Can't find anyone. Still looking around. Penalty flag flies, and it's caught by Tolbert inside the 5. But again, a penalty. So let's see what this is.
What am I doing? Why didn't he move, bro?
Against Philadelphia. It'll be a
Fuck, just stood there. Use the screen, bro. Like, do what you're supposed to do.
Defense, number 39. That penalty is declined. Zone to play, first down.
It's a great job here by Jalen Tolbert, just understanding that Dak was in trouble. He had nowhere to go with the ball. No real pressure on him. Nice job by the O-line, but it was just supposed to be a comeback route. And he just found green grass and played ball. That's a great job there, being on the same page with your quarterback. And they find themselves now deep inside the 5-yard line for the 2nd time in the last 2 possessions.
They go jumbo, extra lineman. Fullback is in.
I think I gotta put.
First and goal. It's Pollard who reaches for the end zone. There's another penalty to signal as he's in. But the flag.
Illegal formation. Offense, number 71. Was uncovered on the end of the line. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, so you see 71, you mentioned they brought him in. The only thing I can think of is maybe he did not report. He has the mechanics of that. He has to walk. You see his coaches asking him. He has to walk to the white hat, to the main official and say, Mr. Official, I'm reporting as eligible. The white hat clearly didn't have him as an eligible player. He lines up end man on the line. That's an illegal formation.
So the Cowboys had a touchdown that just missed by a half inch. And then that would have been a touchdown, but it's called back. But it is still first and goal. Prescott looking, throwing, end zone, he's got it for the touchdown. It's Jalen Tolbert.
KB, what did we say the last time we were down here? What's the hardest thing to defend in the red zone?
Scramble.
Scramble drill. That is the hardest thing to defend 2 times in a row now. Jalen Tolbert, great job being in phase, reacting to the movement. See Tolbert out here. Once Prescott breaks contain to the right, he comes alive in the scramble, and now it sets up a 2-point conversion. Try to make this a field goal game.
Jalen Tolbert's first NFL touchdown. He had 9 total NFL catches. He had 2 huge ones on this drive. Now the 2-pointer. Make it a 3-point game if they get it.
Got one-on-one at the top with CeeDee Lamb. Press man coverage.
Prescott scrambling again. Trying to run. Is he going to get there? He is for the 2, and it's a 3-point game.
Oh.
Hold on. Let's see.
Does he stay in bounds?
Oh, my
No,
goodness.
he does not.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just, well, the thing is, like, we loved him so much in the beginning, especially preseason. We loved him, and like, he went through some slumps. And I think the thing is like, we have to realize too, like, these guys coming off the bench and they're actually in starting roles. It's so unfamiliar. Dave King actually put it really perfect last podcast where he talked about, just going to a different environment. Like, if you're working somewhere, you go somewhere else. There's different talent. You have to go back to that pod and listen to it. But it was well said. It's just the adjustments these guys have to make. The only thing is, like, I never really get on these guys as much, all right? We'll talk about Joshua Kogan in a second. But there is one guy that's been very, very inconsistent this year. And it's, like, a guy that we've been fans of from the time we signed him. That's not him. Yeah, Yuta is it seems like he makes a good play. One play is maybe when he was playing good defense, but he goes up for the pump fake and gets drawn to a foul from Cade Cunningham. He's not really bringing too much to this team, and he's out there a lot. I mean, tonight he played 20 minutes, and he had to, right? He had 6 points. He had the 4-point play, which was nice. Big 4 points for him. He hit that 3, got fouled, got to the line. There's just things that he does defensively where he is just so far behind still. When he first started playing for us in the preseason, I'm like, I like his craziness. It's kind of controlled. Now it's just too crazy. Now it's just too much. He's kind of hurting the Suns in a lot of ways. When the actual team is
trying to improve their record to 8-1 against their biggest rival.
Change tendencies a little bit and try to take a shot. There's a lot of communication from the huddle. Jalen Hurts was trying to get the coach's attention. It looks like they got it sorted out now.
Got A.J. Brown against Stephon Gilmore one-on-one. Dallas has played a lot of man coverage in this game. On first down, got to hand it off here to Swift. Maybe 2.
Just a lot of bodies in that box. You mentioned it's press man coverage on the outside. I know you want to take the clock away. and bleed a little bit, but Dallas has had a hard time matching man coverage. You have the ultimate man matchup on offense in A.J. Brown. If you want to go to him, it's a lot easier than waiting till third down to do it on first and second.
Yeah, this time he's the other side of the field, bottom of your screen, against Bland. Hurts, pressure, gets away. Jalen Hurts going to slide down, short of a first down.
Oh, good pump fake.
Third down and 3.
Yeah, Micah Parsons, you can see him, he's pleading his case. He got held. Landon Dickerson, the left guard, I mean, he's got him grabbed. That's clearly a hold, and you can see Parsons in the middle of the play. He's looking for the flag. I got to be honest, I don't blame him.
Eagles the best third down team in the league. They're 7 of 12 on third today.
You have to assume this is a handoff, right? We've seen this. We've seen this story.
Look at the throw. Blitz coming. Hurts lofting. A.J. Brown out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know there. We just talked about it. It's a lot easier to make those deep shots on first and second down rather than wait till third. And how many times have we seen the Eagles, third and relatively short, hand the ball off on third down to give them that pretty much guaranteed fourth down conversion? Kind of a different tendency there on third and medium, and they're going to force a punt.
Well, that was interesting, but this Dallas D gets a stop. Nearly blocked. Gosh, that was Parsons who came in there and almost got it. Now Turpin. That's to the edge and out of bounds. Up across the 25. We'll put them out at about the 28-yard line. And here's today's snapshot brought to you by Google Pixel. Got some highlights in this one. Dolan, beautiful throw and catch of Devontae Smith who dragged the toes, and then A.J. Brown, he's got one today as well. But Dak Prescott and the Cowboys coming on back. Jalen Tolbert's first NFL touchdown. The 2 was that close, but instead his right foot stepped out. Dak couldn't believe it. And so it's a 5-point game instead of a 3-point game. But Dallas gets it back. 4:43 left. Fake. Prescott over the middle deep. Lamb in stride. C.D. Lamb has a first down. He's having another big game. It's his 8th grab, and he's well over 120 yards.
Remember last drive, KB, we said it was a lot of 2 high shell zones. This time it's 1 high safety, Reed Blankenship, and then it's straight man underneath. Dak Prescott goes to his man beater, C.D. Lamb, and big first down chunk. If you're Dallas, you don't want to operate like this is a 1-possession game. You got to go fast in the event that you get forced to kick a field goal. You want to maximize your possessions with 4 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, here's Pollard now, left side, and Pollard pushing the pile forward is going to pick up 3. Yeah, Lamb, you see 8 catches, 144 yards. He's coming off a game where he had 12 for 158.
I'd like to see Dallas play with a little bit of urgency. You know, the clock's under 4 minutes. They got 3 timeouts in the 2-minute warning, but like I said, you don't want to say, okay, this is the game-winning drive. If it is, great, but if you end up getting stopped or you want to get another possession, the faster you go, the better.
Prescott gets it out through Cooks and makes a catch, and a penalty from back in the secondary. Someone didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't think Sirianni was overly thrilled with that call. We'll just leave it at that.
To say it lightly.
I'll tell you, we have seen both teams' secondaries called for numerous.
Illegal contact. Defense, number 24. That penalty is declined. Result of play, first down.
Yeah, they'll take the catch to Cooks. They get James Bradbury on the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 from the 43. Prescott time, air it out, going deep, left side, and it's incomplete. Tried to get Lamb, Slay on the coverage. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you can just tell that CeeDee Lamb didn't pick that up from its original point. He kind of lost it halfway, and by the time he located it again, it was just beyond his reach. But I like them being aggressive. I like them taking shots. They're on 1st down.
Like, what is that, bro? Like, what is that? Like, come on.
Prescott comes to Pollard. That is incomplete.
That was green. That was
3rd
green.
and 10.
KD, you gotta block this shot, bro. Ball in the air. You gotta go block this shot, bro.
One of the biggest of the game, 3rd and long. What does Sean decide
And he
to
fouls
do?
him.
Does he go
It's
back
nice,
to that
bro.
too high shell zone and put a
It's
lid on
nice.
the defense, force Dak to work the underneath zones, or does he get up and challenge these Dallas receivers and get up in their face?
Third and 10. Prescott, quick throw underneath. It is the tight end for a 1st down. There's Ferguson. He's had one of his best games today. Of the touchdown early on 3rd and 10, they convert with a 12-yard gain.
Well, they decide. You see, they go too high, a lot of soft zones, and that's just pitch and catch. Dak Prescott does a great job before the snap. He knows Ferguson's got an in-breaking route to avoid its zone, and that's pitch and catch on 3rd long.
Most yards he's had in an NFL game. 2nd-year player. 4th-round draft pick. Prescott pressure coming, and he's dropped. Brandon Graham gets home.
Brandon Graham kind of loses a little steam here playing with these other rushers, Hassan Reddick and Sweat, but he can still make critical plays at this stage of his career, and a lot of the pressure has come on Terrence Steele there at right tackle for Dallas. Big moment in the game, and the veteran comes up with a huge sack.
First sack of the half for Philly. Makes it 2nd and 17 with 2:12 to go. Pressure again. Prescott in trouble. Sacked again. But there's a penalty in the secondary, so hang on. Graham and Carter got home, but let's see on the flag.
I think they're going to pick the flag up. Yeah, I think he waved it off. The official who threw it ended up pocket. Let's see what he originally might have seen. Oh, yeah, hands to the face.
Well, they pick up the flag, but this Eagles defense, back-to-back sacks of Dak. 2 minutes to go. Cowboys down by 5.
I'll have the avocado toast, minus the avocado.
So, toast.
Yeah. Everything
I don't
is
care,
so
bro.
expensive these days.
I need them right now.
Hey, Chevy gets it. That's why they're keeping prices down to earth, like on the most affordable EV in America. A super strong and capable Chevy truck. And a high-tech Chevy SUV. Why is Chevy making affordable vehicles connected by OnStar? It's so together we can do more.
Want to get first dibs on Walmart Black Friday deals? Join Walmart Plus now because members shop online 3 hours early. It all starts Wednesday, November 8th at noon. Join Walmart Plus today and shop Black Friday deals.
Why do I choose a sleep number smart bed? Because when your bed is this smart, you sleep at the right temperature all night. That's why 80% of NFL players choose the Sleep Number smart bed.
He's got nothing but the field in front of him. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown!
Honey. NyQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu relief with a dreamy honey taste. NyQuil Honey. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, honeylicious, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Foul, bro. What?
procured my learner's permit.
Who is Adulty McMahon face?
The better question is, are you a narc? Two crazy trolls band together. Rated PG.
So think back, KB. Dallas got the ball with 4 minutes and 43 seconds left. They've only gone 32 yards. Now they find themselves in 3rd and 20 plus. Like to see them go a little bit faster. Right now it looks like this is going to be their final significant possession of the game.
Back-to-back sacks by the Eagles. Dallas has to get all the way down to the 22. Four-man rush. Prescott delivers in traffic. It's caught by Lamb. And he gets inside the 30. At least it's 4th and manageable now. The time ticking away.
My God, you're going to switch.
13.
Well, you can tell they're playing like this is it.
I missed it.
Well, this is essentially the game. 4th and 8. Eagles up by 5. Dallas has to get inside the 22.
All right, I'm not.
Is called.
Damn.
I think the Eagles use it, and they do. They will talk things over.
I'm here with Carl Anthony Towns, and Carl, it was a bit of a shootout out there, but you got it done. How special to you was this win?
I mean, it was big for a team that shoots threes like they do. It's about continuing to just keep playing hard and find ways to win. We found a way to win tonight.
It's all about finding a way. Thanks, Kat.
Misses in the second half. They had one drive. They, on 4th and goal, called the touchdown. They reviewed it. Schoonmaker's knee was down the half-yard line. They got it back. They scored, obviously, after time and ellipse. And then the two-point conversion initially called good, and then Dak Prescott, his right foot stepped out. So think about that. They're already in field goal range if that two-pointer was good. But that's why we are where we are. 28-23, Philadelphia.
What the fuck? I scored 41 just like he did today. That's actually insane. But the difference is, I lost. I lost. All right, I wasn't clutch, so let's see if Dak Prescott can be clutch right now. Let's see what you got, Dak. 4th and 8. What you gonna do? That's the game. Oh, that was a. Oh my God. We both made bad plays, Dak. It's okay. We both made bad plays, bro. It's all good though.
I think it's pretty interesting. Man across the board.
I shot 12 threes with Aaron Gordon. Oh my God, bro.
I think you got to go to CeeDee Lamb. Today, your second best player has been Jake Ferguson. Tolbert's made some big plays. This time, great job by James Bradbury. Take a look at CeeDee Lamb. They try to double him. I think if I'm going to throw a contested ball, one-on-one, 50-50, I'm throwing it to my best player, and I'm living with the result.
I'm going to fuck with my guys, but
now, it's not over yet. Dallas has all 3 timeouts, so if they do hold them, they could theoretically get it back, let's say about 52 seconds left in the game. Eagles trying to wrap it up by 5. And now they will call another timeout, their final timeout of the game. Discuss their final strategy here. Next Sunday, special 2-hour Veterans Day pregame show live from the Air Force Academy. And then it's a doubleheader, starting with the 49ers Jaguars, followed by the Giants and Cowboys in America's Game of the Week. Check for the games in your area, all on Fox next week. As we look at the NFC East, where the Eagles are trying to go 8-1. If they do, they build a 2.5 game lead on Dallas. That's a pretty nice lead, even though they meet again and there's a long way to go. 28-23 here.
Go back to that last Dallas possession, letting so much clock bleed off. Even if they are able to get a stop here, you're talking about getting the ball back, give or take around a little over a minute with no timeouts remaining. They needed to work faster.
Swift across the 30. Cowboys will use their first timeout. It's amazing. I mean, you're right. And then just
Dak Prescott's part of his right foot steps out. Otherwise, they kick a field goal there.
Oh, absolutely. If they're down 3, it's an entirely different ball game. Right now, you're just saying, all right, I'm going to end the game possessing the ball.
30-second timeout.
If you're down 3, it's clear you go back and see that.
That's the play.
Yeah, that's the play of the game right there. And Dak has been awesome. He's been fantastic all day.
Greg, so that and this, so not even exaggerating, a combined foot and a half has drastically altered this game.
Yeah, when you have 2 teams of this caliber, 2 of the top teams in the entire league, 2 teams that are going to be fighting for this division and potentially one of the top seeds in the NFC, sometimes it just comes down to a couple inches, a couple feet. Today they've gone Philadelphia's way, and can't take away from how good Dak Prescott has been. And see if he gets one more shot.
Swift again
to the outside. And nice tackle by Marquise Bell after a yard gain. Dallas will use their second timeout. So it all comes down to this. If Dallas wants one more chance, the Eagles pick up the first down, it'll be over. Again, if Dallas stops, about 52 seconds. Reminder coming up next, the OT presented by Ford.
And remember, the last time Philly punted, granted it was out of their own end zone, it was a short punt. It was not a great punt. So if Philadelphia is forced to attempt one again here, obviously they're hoping they get a better result than they did the last time, where they gave Dallas great field position to go down and score a touchdown.
I'm just showing you Brandon Graham, 14th year Eagle. Think about this. He talked, he's still producing at this age. Had a half a sack coming in today. Had a sack and a half on 2 plays, which killed that last drive. Comes down to this, 3rd and 7. They will run it. Oh, that ball is loose. It's on the ground. Oh my goodness, who's going to get it?
He ran into A.J. Brown, collided with DeAndre Swift in the backfield. I haven't seen a signal for who they've given the ball to yet, but wow.
Oh my. And the Eagles maintain possession.
Wow.
Tyler Steen, the rookie, making his first start at right guard, somehow came up with it.
Watch, Swift and A.J. Brown just run dead into each other before Swift has a chance to put the ball away, and Tyler Steen has never made more impact in a game in his young career. You see that ball into the right elbow, and talk about being in the right place at the right time. That had disaster written all over it for the Eagles.
Rudy Gobert.
Wow. Tyler Steen getting the start at right guard. Eagles certainly hopeful what his young career is going to be, and maybe he saves the game. The play clock is all the way down at...
They're 3rd and final of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
That's what
Please set the game clock to 59 seconds.
That's what I thought. They think with everything that went on, they'll let things run.
Yep.
So again, Dallas will get this back. Now 52 seconds. Here's that play again. What were they trying to do?
Yeah, so it's supposed to marry up with the A.J. Brown touchdown from earlier in the game, where they brought him, it was a little play action, and he slips out the backside, and they threw it to him for the score. This time they want the same action, but they're clearly going to hand it off, and Brandon Graham, who you said came to life in that last drive with a sack and a half, he's taking a deep breath because Philly knows they dodged a bullet.
Tyler Steen may get a parade down Broad Street if they hang on to win this game. Braden Mann to punt it away. Gets it off. Turpin. Can't go and get it. Now gets away from it, and it's a great kick. It rolls all the way down inside the 15. The clock is running, and because no one touched it, it's going to get all the way down to 46 seconds left. The perfect scenario for Philadelphia.
Yeah, kicked a little side knuckler. It was hard for Turpin to come up and field it in the air.
55-yarder at the perfect time, Greg.
Well, hey, he said it. He's going to need to have a better kick than his previous one, and boy, did he ever.
So now Dak Prescott needs a miracle. No timeouts. Need a touchdown. Looking, rolling deep, and a penalty flag at the end of this. Bradbury was there on Gallup. Bradbury is hurt.
Falling.
Yeah, they got an injury at the top. I think it's James Bradbury on the Dallas bench. He was the one who got tangled up.
If it's interference, they're going to come up near midfield.
Absolutely, and you can see that Gallup's trying to come back to the ball. Bradbury never saw it. Best play in football is an underthrown go route.
I mean, so a couple things. Obviously, you hope Bradbury's okay. But all of a sudden, with no timeouts, now you got a chance. You put him up near midfield.
Interference. Defense, number 24. Philadelphia is charged their first excess timeout for injury after the 2
So concern for Bradbury. They put the ball down right at the 50. And it kind of gives the Cowboys a little life.
Absolutely. And I think order of priority right now, obviously, is the health of James Bradbury. And it's good to see him be able to walk off. I wasn't exactly sure what they were taking a look at. But now it's a question of, can you attack his replacement? They're going to have a new outside corner. Bradbury and Slay play out there primarily all game. Do you slide Ricks out there, who's played primarily in the slot? And if you're Dak Prescott, you see a matchup you like,
on your
go
beat.
after it.
I know she
Brown and Eli Ricks, two rookies out there right now.
Yeah, you see Ricks, he's taking Bradbury's spot. He's at the top of the screen, one-on-one with Gallup.
Brown's on Lamb in the slot. 40 seconds, no timeouts. Cowboys need a touchdown. Pressure. Prescott stands in, delivers.
Ooh, good throw. Oh, my goodness.
Let's see, did they widen the clock or not? Did he get out of bounds and go forward? There's a penalty back by the quarterback, too. He's out of bounds. Clock stops. Penalty. Let's check that out.
You can see the Philly.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Oh, my goodness.
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Yeah, they're saying that Hassan Reddick,
he tried to hold him up.
He tried helping him up to lessen the blow, but
he tried to hold him up.
The official determined that was late, and great job there by Ferguson. You saw the entire Philadelphia sideline. Oh, now Slay is down. And Philadelphia has no remaining timeouts to kind of settle themselves down on defense, so they're going to have to just sub and roll.
And the Cowboys, all of a sudden, look where they are, all the way down to the 25. 32 seconds ago. Here's Prescott. Goes out far side. There is nobody there. Lamb, first down, out of bounds. And they mark him out down at the 11.
Yeah, now if you're Nick Sirianni, you'd love to have a timeout. They need to take a deep breath and reset. They're reeling. Their two top corners are out for injury at the moment. So tough matchup. Sidney Brown in the slot playing one-on-one against the best player, CeeDee Lamb.
Greg, this drive started at the 14-yard line with under 50 seconds left. Down by 5. And movement. Who moved? The Eagles did.
Encroachment. Defense, number 98. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Think back earlier in the fourth quarter, KB. Clearly see Jalen Carter jump. Think back earlier in this second half. Dak Prescott, they attempted a fourth down quarterback sneak. Nick Sirianni challenged it. That's why he doesn't have his last remaining timeout in this moment to resettle his defense. And
look, is Jason
James
Tatum.
Bradbury is back in. He's at the top of your screen. Darius Slay is not back. He is still on the sideline.
First and 5, Prescott.
And
this time I think Dallas moves.
Oh, the Mavericks game just started, bro.
Well, could be a delay as well. Let's see what they call.
False start.
Yeah.
Offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Darius Slay is coming back on the field. And this has been at us. So you think where they got the ball. They got the ball at the 14-yard line, but 3 defensive penalties on the Eagles puts Dallas where they are right now. 27 seconds left. No timeouts. Slay is back in the slot on CeeDee Lamb. Prescott. Pressure.
Oh my God, he took another sack, bro. No way in hell. Throw the ball away. It's first down.
Here, they got to spike it. They got to just get set. They don't have time to make
He just put himself, and he just lost 2 downs off that, bro.
They're
Oh my, he running the play?
Prescott throwing end zone. He's got no choice in the corner and is out of bounds with 5 seconds left.
I think in that case, you don't have time other than just tell everybody to run and play playground recess football. I think you got to clock it there. It's only second down and save yourself the time and opportunity. Time and time again, it's come off that right side of the Dallas defense. Terrence Steele has had a hard time matching up, and now you see why Dak Prescott got up, kind of hitting his face. He wanted the official to call a blow to the helmet. He didn't get it. This is the last play.
Barring a defensive penalty.
And they got KD fucked up, bro.
And we got a whistle. What happened here? The play clock went down to 0. Did they get it
talking
off?
about?
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Just
no question.
Yeah, just not a lot of urgency. Late getting everybody back from the all end zone on the second down play, and by the time they got to the call they wanted, it was deep in the play clock, and now you can see the entire Philadelphia defense is lined up near the goal line.
All or nothing. Prescott dance around. Just gonna throw in the end zone. His catch is made by Lamb, and he scores. The Eagles will win it.
Damn, that Prescott went off, bro. GG's.
Yeah, he's in that starting lineup. He's got a green light. How about the pass from Luke across court? Trusted.
Kyrie.
Grant as a first-year teammate.